You're ready.
Good morning, you guys. Have you ever gone throughout your day and you stop and you come down and you have to make a decision? And that decision can be a good decision and a bad decision, meaning you're doing the right thing because your morals or your ethics are telling you to do it, or you purposely make the bad or wrong decision because that's what you truly want. And even though you know it's the wrong decision, you do it anyways. So like this morning, maybe you could have woken up and said, oh, I want to ditch class because I'm tired, because I went out last night, it was Halloween. But you didn't. You made the right decision and you showed up. You might be tired as hell and you're sitting in class not wanting to be here, but you made the right decision. The reason I bring that up is because our quote today says, people think wisely, but act foolishly. So, although you woke up this morning and you were very, very tired, you made the decision that I paid for this class, so I'm going to show up. You thought wisely and you acted upon that thought instead of just doing what your body was telling you to do and just hitting snooze and staying in bed. So I agree with this quote because although I'm thinking about my actions, many times we act the way we actually want instead of thinking about it. So maybe instead of going to class today, I could be sleeping in, like I was saying. Another example of this could be when your parents are trying to get you to do your chores, or you have to help out your family picking up your little sibling, whatever it is. But instead, you want to go hang out. You want to go see your friends. You want to go see a movie. You want to go see that girl, whatever it is. So instead of acting and doing the right thing, you base your actions off your selfish desires. So I think that's what the quote is trying to say. Human nature, it's in us to just act upon what we truly want, being selfish, instead of truly thinking about the consequences of our actions. And so although we think wisely, like it says, we are selfish and we make decisions a lot of times just on impulse. And so to bring it back, the idea the quote is trying to say, or the message is trying to bring out, is think and take your actions with that thought in mind. So be very thoughtful of what you're doing. Be aware of the consequences. And other than that, I hope we all have a good day today, and maybe more productive in our day. Think before you do. Thank you. I was trying to make it longer.
All right, Mo, the rhetorical question I didn't think worked nearly as well as your example of ditching class and or sleeping in. I think that might have worked better as the attention device, and then maybe use the rhetorical question as a transition to the topic. I thought you did a good job tying the topic into the subject, into the theme that you had. There's a good transition there. There's not really a preview of what the supporting structure is. Your first example basically repeats the thing that you're using in the attention device, and then you come up with another example or two. The second one is relatively clear. The third one that you have is very abstract, but you still talk effectively about it. I think you get away with this a little bit because some of your vocal skills. You sound, you project very well. You exert a lot of control with your voice as you sound confident in what you're saying, like you are sure of what it is that you feel about these things. There are only occasional spots where you are pausing or hesitating to kind of think about the next thing, but they are not long. They are not something that I think you have to worry about. The only visual issue that I think you might want to pay a little bit more attention to is you have a tendency to kind of move your body a lot. You're engaged, but the movement is perhaps less connected to what you're saying and more that's where your energy is coming out. So see if you can maybe be a little bit more contained and use that energy when you're trying to emphasize a point rather than just keep moving while you're going. It probably feels comfortable to do that, but it does look a little bit like you're anxious. And like I said, I think that's the one place where you get some anxiety. I thought you had a good finish that you kind of stepped on with your own delivery. In other words, it was like you had the right idea, but you didn't quite deliver it the way that it should have been delivered, and as a consequence, it didn't work quite as well. All right, thank you. Mansuri, you are next.